Hello, everybody. I am testing the sound. If you guys can hear me okay, somebody please respond.
Yeah, you good to go. I can hear you.
Appreciate you, Antoine. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm good, bruh. What's up
Yeah.
with you? I like
All
the
right.
hat, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. It goes with the suit, you know what I mean? You looking good yourself there, man. I see you got the suit game popping.
Oh man, that's like, yeah, I appreciate it. Let me get back to normal and turn this camera on for you. There you go.
Hey, there we go. Got the whip in the background. I love it.
Oh yeah, man, everything is marketing, right?
That's right. That's right. Paul, what's up, huh? You muted. You gotta unmute yourself. Make sure you tap that mic, baby. Hold on, let me
I like that hat, boy. I like that hat.
Appreciate you.
What's up, player? You like my hat?
Hey, I'm loving it. Hey, you got
Hey,
see, Brandon is everything. What Antoine say? Let's go. Let's
That's right,
go.
baby. Right.
Man, I'm loving
What's
it.
good with
So I figured we wait a couple more minutes. We're expecting like 40 people to hop on this call. So, they coming in every minute. They coming in. So I want to just, I want to be mindful of other people's time, but I just want to give like another couple minutes or so.
Okay.
William, how you doing, sir? Thanks for joining. Telly, Karan.
Good to see you, Tyrell. Thanks for inviting me.
Of course. Yo, Karan, I seen you with that big boy Tesla, baby. I seen that. My wife is in here with us. Angel, what's up, babe? She just put in the comments, guys, this podcast, I'm sorry, not this podcast, excuse me. This Zoom is actually sponsored. It's a sponsored Zoom. All right. Now, I told y'all in the beginning, we're not trying to sell you on anything. We're not, we didn't bring you here and there's a big course at the end or anything like that. So I don't want to scare you off, but it is sponsored by All of the Above podcasts, and they're in partnership with Goalie Nutrition. So if you guys are interested in Goalie, you can get 10% off just by tapping the link that she just put in the description or in the comments below. All right. Other than that, we're not selling anything. We're just kind of having a meeting of the minds, so to speak, kind of diving into the nuances of Turo and what it's all about. People that want to get started that haven't already. Maybe you already have been in the business for a bit and you have some knowledge that you could share. I actually just got off of a Clubhouse call and they were talking about insurance and insuring your vehicle, rather it be personal insurance or, rather it be commercial insurance, and things of that nature, LLCs and such. So, we're going to have a couple topics for today and, hopefully we can all gain some knowledge out of here and go from there. So I hope everybody's feeling okay. I hope y'all had a good day. You guys could be anywhere at this moment and given time, but you guys decided to join this Zoom call. So I really do feel honored that you guys are here with us. So Telly, how you feeling, brother? How are you?
Oh, hi. Yeah, I am doing well. Thank you for inviting me. Sorry, I just was laughing when you said you don't selling course. It remind me the Car Sharing Academy. William, don't take it personal. It's just a joking.
No, I'm not.
I hear you, Telly.
Is that a photo of you in the background, Telly?
Well, with more hair, yes, that's me. When I was 25 years old, 20 years ago.
All right. Thank you for your services.
No problem. I appreciate that one.
Mama Sil, I see you. How you doing? What's up, Edward?
I'm good. I'm good. Good to be on your Zoom.
Good to have you. I got more people joining it. They're coming in bit by bit. So I think another minute or two, and then we'll get started because I want to be mindful of everyone's time. I I decided to not be cheap on this Zoom and actually upgrade the subscription so that we can actually be on here for at least an hour and not get kicked off after 30, 40 minutes. So I just wanted to put that out there. It was only 14 bucks. So we'll take that out of the CapEx budget. I appreciate everyone that has their camera on. If you are camera shy, that's okay. You don't have to turn it on, but I would appreciate if you do turn it on because that actually show us that you guys are showing up and you guys are listening and paying attention and you're retaining a lot of the information and knowledge. And I would also respect that when you come in, if you could please just mute your mics while the speaker is speaking, whether it be myself or someone else. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat and we can kind of go in order question by question versus everyone screaming out. I don't know if you guys done this Zoom thing before, but it can get messy very quick. You know, this person up here will be talking while this person down here is talking, and I'll be talking, they'll be talking, and you'll be like, what the hell just happened? I don't even know who said what. So let's just be mindful of that. And I am letting people in. So we got 16 participants. I know there's about another 20 coming in. We got some late bloomers, but that's okay. Yo, Karan, you got to tell me what this hat is about, brother. You got it in every color. Is this your brand?
Actually, no, but I am. They just made me an affiliate of their brand. It's called Gorham Brothers. Great hats. They got fedoras, trucker hats, toboggans, beanies. So they got sweaters. They got a lot of good stuff. So yeah, I bought a lot of them and tagged them in a couple of my pictures. I was like, hey, we want you to be an affiliate with us. So I'm repping them hard.
That's what's up. Hey, listen, I said we're not selling nothing on this call, man, but you got to drop that link, baby. I want a hat.
For sure. I got you, my brother.
And I seen you with that big boy Tesla, man, looking good. Is that your Turo vehicle? Or is that your personal?
So I just ordered a Model X for Turo. I mean, a Model 3 for Turo. Ordered a black Model 3. It should be here in about a month or so. So excited for that. But that'll be my first Turo vehicle.
I was going to say, I heard from my mentor, Paul Lopez, that they got a crazy wait list right now for them Teslas, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Definitely crazy.
Well, that's what's up, brother. Congratulations to you. I'm happy for you, and I'm excited for you to get started.
Yes, sir. Thanks for the invite as well.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. So I'm just going down the chat here, and I see someone's traveling. So I'm okay with your camera being off. Don't try to drive and look at the camera and talk because I do not want to be responsible for if you get into an accident, okay? All right, let's see what else we got here in the chat. For all the newcomers coming in, I said earlier, we're not selling anything on this call. We're just trying to share information, useful information to get someone started in this business. And if you are already in the business, our pros that's out there, our all-star hosts, you guys can share knowledge and help some of us grow our businesses in the Turo space as well. However, this call is sponsored by All of the Above Podcast in partnership with Goalie Nutrition. If you tap the link that's in the chat below by my lovely wife, you will get 10% off the purchase at checkout. And all you have to do is put that promo code in, baby. So enjoy. Let's be healthy. Let's be healthy. And Mama Sills on the call from TLC. That's right. Say what up, Mama. That's my mother-in-law.
Hi, everyone. How are you? Thank you again for the invite.
My pleasure. Thanks for joining. And I know you're interested in potentially joining the Turo space. Is James with you by chance?
He had to go to work tonight, but I'm here for all the information I can get.
Well, the good thing is this call is pre-recorded for anyone that cannot make it today. So I will share the link with everyone via email. So if I don't have your email, please inbox it to me. I know I sent all of you guys an inbox via Messenger. So just email me or DM me your email, and I will make sure you get the recording for this video. So, oh, I see my son on here and my wife, Angel Taylor. What up? What up? So that's my son Nolan for everyone that can see. And I actually decided to name my business after him. So we are Nolan Taylor Transportation LLC. And that's what I decided to name my business after, is my lovely bundle of joy right there. All right, we got one more person coming in. And we can go ahead and get started. first and foremost, I just want to say again, thank you guys so much for joining this call. I understand that you guys could be anywhere in the world right now doing anything with anyone, however you want to, but you guys decided to give me your lovely, undivided attention, and I am so grateful. I'm so happy to be here with all of you guys. I have been in the Turo space since November. I can kind of just dive a little bit into my background. For all of you guys who don't know, I am a full-time property manager. I am also a realtor licensed in the state of Pennsylvania. I have a couple of side businesses, one of which being Turo, which I was actually taught the business by my mentor / my uncle Paul Lopez, who's on the call today. He gave me so many gems, and I can't wait until he drops them today for all of you guys. So long story short, 2018, I found out about Turo. Why? Because I actually had a Volkswagen Jetta. My Volkswagen had got hit during one of the first snowstorms we had that year, and it got totaled. So my insurance decided to rent a vehicle for me through Enterprise, which when I returned the vehicle, I actually returned the vehicle in better condition than I received it. I'm 26. Enterprise has a thing where you cannot rent a car through them unless you're 25 or older. So, you know, a lot of other car companies out there as well. But basically in 2018, I was a lot younger. I was only 22 years of age, and I couldn't rent a vehicle when me and my wife wanted to go on a couples retreat. And she'll tell you, she'll laugh at this story because she always calls me a young boy. I don't care. Anyway, I couldn't rent a vehicle. It pissed me off. I'm like, this is BS. So I Googled ways to rent a vehicle without going through Enterprise and all these other stipulations they want to put on you because of your age. And I'm like, how can I not rent a car through Enterprise? I just brought a car back to you guys in better condition than I received. Why can't you guys just rent the same vehicle to me? They said, well, sir, it's against our policy. I'm like, damn your policy. I just brought a vehicle back to you guys from your office. I don't understand. And they said, no, it's nothing we can do. So I'm like, all right, cool. That's when I did some research, found out about Turo, and that's what led me into being intrigued and at least interested in the business in the first place. The guy that I rented a vehicle through, he had about 12 vehicles in his fleet, and they all were parked down at the near the Philadelphia airport. And I just asked him, I was like, how do you have so many cars? Like, what do you do? He was like, this is all I do, man. Because I just do Turo, I rent these cars out, and it pays more than my full-time job. I was just like, sorry, my Instagram started going crazy. I was just like, oh my God, I'm so intrigued. Like that's a crazy business model. And I've been kicking myself all year, last year, this year, because it took me forever to get into it. And I finally woke up when I started seeing people that I know and I love and I trust doing the business, and they're going live and they're like, yo, check me out. I just got 2 Jeep Wranglers. I'm making $4 grand a month. I'm doing X, Y, and Z. And Paul being one of them. I'm like, I'm seeing these cars posted and I'm thinking, oh, Paul got 1 car on Turo. My other friend, he got 2 cars. Okay, they doing the thing, whatever. And when I started talking to him, my one buddy, he like, no, I got 3 Jeeps. I'm making like $4 grand a month, $5 grand a month. One's out a month, one's out a week. Paul, like, I got 10 cars. I'm like, yo, what? When did y'all do this? How did you do this? I'm so pissed off I didn't get into it in 2018 when I first learned about it and nobody knew what the heck Turo even was. Even still to this day, a lot of people don't know what Turo is. So basically, that's my story of how I found out about Turo. And the way I got in was when I seen Paul was doing it, I asked him a bunch of questions, all the questions that I'm sure some of you guys may have today. How do I get started? Where do I get started? Where do I find the money? How do I purchase a vehicle? What about insurance? What about cleaning fees? What about gas? What about mileage? What about tax write-offs? All of the above. My man hooked me up. So I'm going to pass it over to Paul so that he can share his story of how he got into Turo and where he is today and where he plans to go.
Hey, good evening, everyone. How are you? My name is Paul Lopez. My company is PJL3 Rentals. I started the company basically in April of 2021, but I made it official in June when I went and just said, you know what, this is a good business model. So I went and made it official through the state EIN. Got all the right documents to make this official. But I'm a full-time nurse during the day, husband, father. But so a friend of mine, he started off with one car, and I'm Turo. Actually, my kids used to rent vehicles through Turo, like 2020. I didn't know what it was, but whatever. But he was successful in doing it. He had one vehicle, and every week he was making, it was his second vehicle, actually. It was a car that was sitting in his garage for a while. He cleaned it up. It was a nice car, little Toyota Camry, and he put it on the platform, and he started making money every week. And that car was paying for his new car, which shocked me. I always been into cars, love cars. So I said, I'm gonna jump in it. So I went in, and instead of paying cash, I went in, financed a little car, little Toyota. A little Nissan Versa, 2016, with like some low miles on it, just to see. So I said, if it didn't go well, I could still use the vehicle, to get around town. So I put it on, and it took off. I put it on for like maybe $50 a day, just to start off with. And it was in like that springtime, summer, everybody traveling, and it never was home. It never was in its regular destination. It was always gone. I said, man, I need to grab another car. So what I did was, my wife had a nice vehicle, but she had it for about 4 or 5 years. So I said, listen, I'm gonna buy you a new car, and let me have that vehicle, put it on. So I put the vehicle on. I bought her a new car, put the vehicle on. That car took off. It was every day. I would never see the vehicle. So I said, man, I got to scale up. It's got to be a way that I can I need more vehicles, without using my money, though. See, that's the game. Anybody can go and buy a $4,000. Nah, we need dependable vehicles, because folks, they travel all over the country. There's no limitation on where they can go with my vehicles. So I started, messing around with that bank money, and I started getting more vehicles. So now I'm up to I had about 11 vehicles total on the platform, but now I'm down to about 8. I gave one to my son, he's doing Tyrell. I gave one to my wife, she's doing Tyrell. And actually Tyrell took one of my vehicles off because of a recall issue, though. But it's been wonderful, man. It's a good side hustle. First of all, I don't even call it a side. You can really quit your day job if and make some good money, But it's starting up. It's about I figure 75% passive to me, because you do have to clean your vehicles. You have to check your vehicles in before the trip, check them out after the trip. You get all types of different variety of people driving, riding your cars. From the young to the old, any nationality, but it's been a good ride, for these 9 months that I've been in it, though. So hopefully I can scale up this summer. What you got for me, Tyrell?
First and foremost, man, that's awesome. Isn't it crazy how you can learn just by your kids doing certain things? You're like, yo, what's that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's hot.
Right.
Oh, I want parts of that. I want to see what that's about. And all you did was you took that little bit of information. You said, I want to see what I could do with it. Right.
Right.
And it's not even a matter of, oh, let me go and buy me a Jaguar or a Lamborghini or whatever. You was like, let me go get me a nice little fuel economy car, something that's reliable, $50 a day, see how it do, and it did great. That's how I got my start, right? Thanks to you, Paul. When I started, I bought 2 Nissan Versas and I bought a Chevy Malibu. The Chevy Malibu came a little later. Nissan Versas, man, they do
what they do.
They do what they do.
Right, but we in that market. Like, I'm from Philadelphia, and the Philly market is economical. I'm not saying that the Teslas and the Wranglers don't do well, but they probably don't be rented out as much as those economical vehicles. Most people just want to get back and forth, or they want to take a quick trip out of town. They want to park their car, take a quick trip out of town. So they want something gas efficient, something that they don't have to spend a lot of money on, you know. But I also have a couple, you know, I ain't gonna call them exotic, but they're my exotics. But you know, cars that you know, for special occasions. You know, the Ford Bronco, the new Ford Bronco, I got a little Infinity, you know, on there. But my economical vehicles, my Toyota Camrys, my Nissan Sentras, the Versa, they're always out. You know, I get people that do Lyft and Uber in it. You know, I don't care. Most of my vehicles, I have unlimited miles on them. I let them have unlimited miles on them. I've had people in Georgia, Atlanta, going to Disney World in my cars, you know. So, I mean, it's been cool, man. You know, it's been cool.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. And I mean, again, thanks to you. I mean, I got started in November, and in just under 2 months, I became an all-star host. And you know, I was in some Zoom calls, and shout out to Christopher, who's actually coming in now. He was on the or Clubhouse call. He was on my Clubhouse call a second ago. But they talked about how they should probably make it a little harder to become an all-star. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it was like before versus what it is now, but I feel like I worked for mine. I got the good reviews. I checked in with people mid-trip, making sure everything was okay. If it snowed, I told them, hey, it snowed, icy roads, be careful. I made sure the cars was clean, they smelled good, tank full of gas, and I just made everything convenient for them. They hit me up, I'm responding right away. I'm not waiting hours and hours before I respond to a question or lockbox issues and all of that. Like, I remember you was at my house the other day, Paul, and somebody called like, yo, I'm trying to get in this lockbox. What's up with it? And it
the lockbox froze. It froze up out there. But what happened? I just got to your house and I had to leave because I got to make sure they're right. You know what I'm saying? You know, number one, they came a long way to get that vehicle. And then it's freezing. It's cold outside. I can't have them outside. So I let them sit in one of my other vehicles while it was cold, because that could open up. And then I came and I fixed that issue for them, though. And they were happy. I got a 5-star review. You know, they were good guests. You know, they were real cool, man.
I'm putting my email down here because someone asked for it. In the chat, I see Tierra Murdoch. I hope she can hear me. If you could unmute. I see you made a comment about Paul saying he got 11 cars in 9 months, and that's crazy. Where are you at today in your Turo fleet, and what questions might you have?
Hi, yes. I'm actually just getting started. Have not started yet. I'm still in the process of doing the research. But yeah, no, that's very impressive. Just within 9 months, you're at 11 cars. And so I did have a question in regards to the financing of it, because in the group, I saw that some people say that, you know, sometimes when they check the cars or you send the car for maintenance and they see these crazy, outrageous miles, they have a problem with it, and sometimes they'll snatch the car back. So how do y'all go outside of that? And are y'all absolutely against just cash cars, or where would you go with that?
You know what? I think I want my man Telly to answer that question, because Telly's the OG here. He got 16 cars active, 25 total. Would you like to kind of answer that question, Telly? A little bit about the financing of it all?
Hey, yeah, hi. Well, I was typing the little short history of me. I am bad with explanation. English is my second language, so I apologize if people don't understand me. I will try the most I can to speak slow. Okay, 25 total, but only 16 active. You know, in Turo business or hire car, you have a lot of totally lost cars. If you don't have it, you're lucky. Eventually, you will have one little mark in your record. So I have a LLC. Me and my wife. Let me introduce my wife.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, we work as a partner. Let me tell you, we won't be in the position we are if that's not for her, because I work in the Navy. most of the time from 6 in the morning to when I get out from the Navy, 4 p.m., she's the boss, she's the mama. So I started alone. Before I married her, I have only 2 cars. I was doing hire car. I don't know if people are relate with hire car, maybe. Maybe the senior here, the veteran, they know what is hire car. I went up to 6 cars. I get 2 totally lost in the same month. I was crazy. I didn't know what to do. I have too many auto loans. You know, I had to still pay until Haricar decide after 6 months pay me my value of the car. After that, I meet her. We do a good thing. We start to buy more cars. This is what happened with me, Tiara. Maybe this can help you. I created my LLC in 2018, January 14. What the dealership asked me in that time was me be a co-signer. I don't know, you know that the word co-sign? Like
Yeah,
be
co-signer.
the warrantor, because my credit score was high, 780 something back in the days. Now it's 750, but it used to be 780. So I co-signed. So the registration and the title was under my company and my name.
Okay.
We did that one for almost probably 4 or 5 cars. And after that, summer season come, maybe William know about it because we bombing in the last summer. And I start to buy cash, my cars. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be cocky, but we pay cash now. And most of my cars are paid off. I have only 3 left from 16. So I had 13 paid off and 3 under the loan. But that's what we started. And you start to build credit score and your business name with those loans. Now you have to be careful because this is what happened to me. And I want to tell you this one before we go to another topic. I bought our Volkswagen from the Audi dealership. We have a Volkswagen team. We get approved, blah, blah, blah. Ali called me and they asked me this tricky question. And I didn't know back in the days what was the question come from. They asked me why I had too many cars under my company name. And I told them, oh, I rent it now in Turo. Oh, okay. The lady said, okay, yeah, thank you very much. That's what we want to know. Okay. Innocent. I don't know. 1 week later, I received a letter from Ali cancel my contract. And the next day, the dealership called me and say, hey, the bank back up. You can return the car or you can pay the $20,000 to us. It's like you pay cash with the dealership. So I say, well, I don't have $20,000 right now, but I have my credit card, you know, I can pay you $5,000 every week. You're okay with that. So the dealership worked with me. That was the first time a dealership worked very nice with me. So they say, yeah, okay, no problem. We will say $5,000 for 4 weeks. I say, okay, sure, no problem. So I was slide. The good thing is it was a summer season. I was making we were making $20,000 right, a month. Yeah, we were making $20,000 a month with my cars. So for me, it was okay. Well, I pay with credit card. Next day, boom, transfer from my checking business account. We also know we don't have too many problems with Ali. So they cancel my contract. Say, okay, whatever. Boom, bye. And after that, we start to buying just cash. And I don't buy for dealership anymore. Also, I buy private owners because they are more easy to negotiate. You can negotiate the price. You can know what they needed, what the car issue is, and if you see it, at least in our experience, private owner when they cannot sell the car directly, they go to the dealership and trade in for something else, and the dealership sell you the same car. The only thing they put is, oh, we did 95 points in the car, you know, something like that. And you can do that one with your mechanic for what, $40? You know, they can do inspection of the car. So it's the same thing. What the dealership does, what you do with the private owner cannot sell it, and you go to the dealership and try to sell the car over there. or cheaper. So that's what we do. Unfortunately, I cannot answer too much the question. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. Thank you so much.
So yeah, no problem. You're welcome.
Kelly, I appreciate it, brother. And congratulations to you and all your success. 25 cars in total, 16 active. Experienced a time where he was making 20 grand a month just from the Turo platform alone. I mean, that's a beautiful thing if you ask me. I want to dive into some questions because first and foremost, this group basically was formed from a Facebook group. And I had a very powerful conversation today with a young man who's overseas right now, who's actually from New Jersey, and he didn't know where to begin when it came to Turo. So I know there's a wide range of people on this call, and I want to be mindful of that. Some people are here, they're just starting, and then some people are here where they have 25 cars. So I want to be able to kind of respect everyone and just kind of, you know, if you could put in the chat, what do you want to learn? What do you want to get out of this? What questions do you have? I can talk about my story all day. You know, my wife would tell you I'm out here at 9 p.m. sometime washing those cars and just getting them ready for the next trip and making sure those pictures are everything, right? Paul taught me, he said, yo, those pictures ain't A1, that's trouble waiting to happen, right, Paul? Right? He's like, you got to make sure the pictures is on point.
Yes, sir.
Eh, I-
You gotta
I
be
wa-
right. 40, 50 pitches in the
I want
beginning,
to-
40, 50 pitches in the end.
That's right.
Or more.
Right.
I want to add something to Tiara so she don't think I am lying to her. This is the 2021. You see the summer season in Florida here?
Yes.
It's like $20,000 each month. Can you see it?
I see that. Yeah.
Oh, I see that,
so,
Yeah, we see that.
well,
Can't miss it.
like I said, Turo is a good big gig, a good business, but it had to be number one, team effort. She worked, we work what, 7 days, 24 hours. We have one car coming back, the Dodge Charger, I think come back tonight at 11:30 p.m. So we had to do raw pepper Caesar and see who wake up and go there. Most of the time I lose, but I had to be there. You know the process, right, for checking out, no? You have to see damage, odometer, gasoline gauge. You don't see nothing wrong, and you don't have to, you know, be there more than 3 minutes. But yeah, it's a team effort. The last year we killed our but now we are waiting for this summer week like that. So maybe we can add more cars and we start to go into another city. We are in Pensacola. We are thinking about go to Fort Walton or maybe Destin and see how that one works. But yeah, our little secret is private owners and we don't buy expensive cars. Sorry, William. Sorry, I know you're a Tesla guy, but
Oh no. I'm thinking about starting with the Versas too and the Sentras.
yeah, I have Nissan Versas, I have Nissan Sentras, I have Elantras. I try, like I say, the expensive one, like a Charger, SUVs, but in the winter you make almost the same amount. In my city, no, in your city, every city is different, than cheaper cars. The same guy paying me $30 for my Versa is paying me $35 right now because it's slow season for my Dodge Dart. And I pay more money for my Dodge Dart than my Versa. So that's the little thing that we learn in Turo. I don't go to Teslas. I wish, I love it. I drive only one time, one Tesla. I love it. I love it, the car, but no, not for this area. If I am Miami or Orlando, yes. But for Pensacola, I'm sorry, but no.
So I want to touch base on that a little bit because, you know, it's important when it comes to your market, right? Like one of the biggest things is you have to know your market. And, you know, this is also something I learned from Paul. You know, he say, look at what people are driving in Philly. You know, they're not trying to flex. These are the people, you know, the mom and the dads, they want to go for one-stop shop. They want to go on a vacation, or, they just need a car to get around for the week for work, whatever the case may be. Not everybody's trying to flex. So it's different for every person and what your goal is. For me, I kind of went with the few economy joints. I wanted some cars that, if it came down to it, say if Turo didn't go good for a month, I could still pay that bad boy. You know what I mean? I didn't want my car note to be $1,200, $1,300. Mama Celia should tell you, I almost bought that Range Rover, baby. Remember that? I was ready. I got approved for that joint. I had it was a black sport V8 Range Rover HSC, red leather seats. My wife sat in it. She said she loved it. I loved it. The only thing is, I said, would you drive this? And she said, I don't know. But anyway, you guys are very helpful because you're going to actually help me persuade her to get into the business. And this will also help justify me buying more vehicles. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all don't know, but this is the real reason why we did this call today. Hey, Paul, what you guys say for me, baby?
Yeah, I told you not to get that Range Rover too. Not yet. Then not. First of all, you got to look at maintenance too, man. See, a lot of people who, they looking at these cars and especially cash cars. I'm not saying all cash cars, but you got to look at the maintenance behind it too. Because you're making money, but if you just got to put all your money back into the car because it needs oil, you got to do oil change. You got to be up on the maintenance. But if the older the car, the more miles, the more you're gonna have to put more money in. So it's why would I use my cash to buy a car? That's just me. So I use the other people money, the banks, and I get economical cars that have good reviews on them, like Toyotas, Nissans, and Hondas. That's make up most of my fleets. So they're less on maintenance. Plus I have, warranties on them. And most of them are under $15,000. I could have paid cash for a bunch of them, but I'm making that car note plus the insurance in less than a week for most of my cars. So I just think that it's a good situation. I probably average about after expenses, insurance and things like that, probably average about $800 to $1,000 per vehicle. With the economical vehicles. And like my man said, this is the slow period because the holidays just passed. But this is the perfect time, I believe, to start building your fleet up because when that spring, summer hit, man, listen, that's when I started. When I started, I said, this made me elevate. So I think this is the perfect time to build your fleet. Get them cars right, get them clean, get them maintenance perfectly, because when the spring and summer hit, it's on, man,
So I want to dive into some of the questions here in the chat. First and foremost, shout out to Nevin B. He wanted to know, transferring his vehicle from personal name to LLC. He has 2 vehicles on the platform. Before we answer his question, I don't know if he's still on here, Nevin. Oh yeah, Nevin, you're on here, Nevin B. Kind of dive into your question a little bit. So I understand you want to learn about transferring your personal vehicles into. So you have 2 vehicles on. How long have you been on the platform?
So it's been about 2.5 months. Started off with 1 vehicle, a Ford Focus. Purchased it for cash. Did it for about a month and a half. I'm started getting some rentals. I'm like, man, it's kind of getting easy. Started getting out there. I'm like, I got time. I want another car. I ended up purchasing a 2013 Mercedes GLK 350, older Mercedes, but nicer. And also purchased that one for cash as well, $15,000 for that one. And it's also been renting out pretty good. I'm in Milwaukee, Wisconsin area, right next to the airport, literally a mile away from the airport. So definitely been helpful for me transferring the vehicles to the airport location, bringing them back. Cleaning the vehicles in my garage, have my shop vac, my everything kind of ready, got all my stuff ready to go at moment's notice. Things have been going pretty well. Utilization's about 60% on both vehicles, making about $1,500, $1,400 in December, $14,500 in January, and February is already allocated for $1,000 already.
Wow.
things are just kind of moving, and I purchased the vehicles just in my name. Purchased them both from private people, didn't go to the dealership. And it just, things are moving. So I'm liking it. And as a side hustle, got two smaller kids, a 3-year-old and a 9-month-old. So my time is definitely limited. I definitely use like the nighttime to clean the cars and deliver them when I need to. So I'm just kind of preparing for summer and trying to see if I can utilize anybody like my in close family that can help me deliver the cars or take pictures of the cars. Kind of want to also ask, like, if somebody else delivers a car for you and they take the pictures on their phone, and when they like send the pictures to my phone and I upload the pictures, does that still count? No, no, Telly.
You
Don't
gotta
do it
do it. You gotta do it.
for
Those
my
gotta
phone.
be those gotta be your photos. If you do that, basically, there's no telling. Turo has to know that you took those photos, and they have to be uploaded from your phone onto the platform. Everything's time stamped,
Mhm.
and they know exactly when those photos were uploaded. It looks like Telly want to say, you want to jump in, Telly? You look like you ready to say something, boy. Woo! Go ahead, Telly.
Well, I don't know if this is legal or not legal, but me and my wife, we had the same account in 2 cell phones. When I working in the Navy, she is also logging in Turo under my email and my business account, and she take the pictures from her photo. And I don't know, he don't have to be there. He can share with somebody, the wife or the partner, the same account and log in. And I don't know if it's legal or illegal. I never read something say that in the TOS. But we've been doing this one since 2000. Well, I married her 2018. I started in 2015, but 2015 was different. It was relay rise. So yeah, since Turo started being Turo, I never had a problem.
Let's jump into your first question though first, Nevin. So basically, you have 2 vehicles. It's actually easier for you than a lot of other people that finance their vehicles to transfer from your personal name to your LLC. So I was in a Clubhouse call and they were talking about all you have to do is go to the Department of Motor Vehicles and let them know that you want to do a transfer title. They'll ask you for all your credentials, your proof of address, your EIN, all that information regarding your LLC to get transferred, to transfer those vehicles. Now, that may affect your insurance coverage. Paul can kind of speak to that a little bit, but I think have the vehicles in the LLC is no longer on your personal insurance. You'll now have to go and get commercial insurance. Me personally, for 2 vehicles, and this is not advice to you, and I have to mention a few disclaimers because this call is really just for motivational purposes only. Anything we say here in the call is not a guaranteed effect of what happens to you. One thing that happens to me could be different for you in your situation in your direct market. So take all of this information in. It's good information, but make sure that you're still putting that work in by doing your own research. Okay. Always do your own research. And I would pound the phone. I would call Turo and I would say, hey, Turo, my cousin, he gonna upload them photos for me. Is that cool? And they'll tell you like, nah, you or whatever. They'll tell you. So, use this, information wisely. But for the LLC change, it's pretty easy. I just think that would affect your insurance a little bit. And I don't know if it's worth it for 2 vehicles because commercial insurance is much higher. But Paul, you could kind of tap on that, right?
Well, with the commercial insurance, well, first of all, with the commercial insurance, right? I don't have commercial insurance. All my vehicles under my personal name, personal insurance, because they're under my personal name. But when I do, because my plans are to transfer all vehicles into my business name, which then I will have to have commercial insurance, which I get 2 sides. Some people say you can get a little discount. Some people say it's more expensive or whatever. But the guy with 2 cars, me personally, since he haven't paid off, I definitely would. That's easy. It's just a little fee. you know, to transfer his personal vehicles into his business name, but then he's going to have to get personal insurance also.
Business insurance.
Huh? But yeah, commercial insurance. Yep. Business. Yep. How you like it though so far, man? I mean, like, how you doing it with the kids?
It's definitely been rough with the kids, but definitely provided a great service. Got the all-star host, all-star ranking just about 2.5 weeks ago. 5-star reviews.
I can't wait till you get to the power host, man.
The
Power host.
host. Yeah,
Right.
I'm working up on that. I'm working on that.
Right.
But definitely all 5-star reviews. I have a guy that came back. He's like, man, I want to rent the car from you again. Thing was
Right.
clean. Thing was like awesome. Left me like a bomb ass review. So I'm like, that's really helping out. And just
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about the picture thing. I told him that too. I told Tyrell that too a few months ago about someone else taking your pictures for you. I think you can, but the only problem I have with it sometimes, like sometimes my wife, she takes the pictures for me, and she sends them to my phone. I do the same for her vehicle too sometimes. But see, the problem is, you know your vehicle better than the next person. Unless that person, you know, does it every day for you. Like it could be a ding or a scratch that they might not see. So they might not take that good picture of that new ding or that new scratch. So then, you know, you got 24 hours to report it. That, you know, if you don't report it properly, that ding is going to stay there and you won't get compensated for that, you know? So it depends on who you trust, you know? Because I tell my wife when she goes out there, I need 70 pictures. I need 70 pictures. I need you to hit every corner, every angle. I need to go inside, you know? So, you know, I just think it just depends on who you get to take the picture.
Yeah. I was just thinking of an easier way to expand it. For some reason, I can't get there, but just like Telly, my wife and I both have the same account on our phones. We use the same logins, and she sees the messages, I see the messages, so we like bounce around.
Right.
I'm thinking like a third person. If I ask my dad, hey, go deliver this car for me, send me the pictures, and
how do you like the dropping off and picking up though? How you like that? You know,
all contactless with the box in the window. All the way to go. I haven't met anybody yet. I met like the first renter just by accident. He came earlier than expected, so I met him there. But everything else has been contactless, and providing instructions through the messages have been great.
They actually sold out on them lock boxes. You can't find a lock box nowhere, man. You know,
I was gonna say, Paul, tell you what I did with the lock boxes, boy.
Yeah, you improvise, brother.
You got to make your own little metal bracket. Yeah, I did that too. Yeah, I bought the regular one, added a metal bracket, 2 bolts to it, done.
Right. But let me tell you,
person with that idea, Nevin. I thought I was the only person with that idea, bro. Yo, that's crazy.
Right.
Engineering background, man. Got to figure things out. I'm a problem solver.
Thanks. I was at Home Depot, like, all right, let me put this together with this. Oh, that might work. Paul, I'll tell you, look, I was hyped. I sent you the picture. I was like, yo, Paul, look at this picture, man. He was like, ain't no way. I said, no, this is what I did. This is the new wave. Because if you find them lock boxes, they're like triple the price. It's crazy.
Right.
Antoine, I just want to dive into you a little bit. I love the background, bro. I love the car. That thing looking fly. Is that your vehicle?
Oh, yeah, that's me. I ain't gonna have somebody else stuff up here.
Look, that thing look like a magazine. I got this magazine up here on my wall. That thing in the magazine, baby. I mean, dive in about that vehicle, the photos, where you at on the platform, how many cars you got, and then we're gonna answer your question for you about the management of the fleet.
Oh, well, for me, first, I'm in San Diego, but I've been on Turo like in 2018, like a while back. But I had a whole different car. I had a brand new 5 Series BMW, and I had heard about it, and I was like, you know what? Well, let's run the play. Let's see what happened. And really, I had just used Turo to see if I can pay my car note with it. I was like, let me see if I can get a free car out of this whole, situation, and it was working. Eventually, I took that off, got rid of the car, switched the game up. But I've been talking to some of my dudes. I think you just let my cousin into the room too. But we got a group of my fellas, and we all about investments and building up and sharing that knowledge. And I've been telling them about Turo for a minute. And actually, my guy went and hopped on and picked up a new Wrangler, and that thing was moving in LA. And I was like, well, look, I had a few cars at the crib already. I'm a car dude. So I was like, me and my wife, we was up in Vegas, and the flight back to San Diego got canceled. So the guy at the rental station was like, hey, you prior military, I'm gonna look out for you. It's you and your wife. And he tossed me in a Mustang, and we drove it all the way back. It was the convertible. The whole way back, I was like, I am gonna buy one of these. Yeah, man. So as soon as I got it, I was just like, yo, how do we make this thing unique? So I did a full facelift, changed the oil in the interior. The body is totally different, rims. Like, so when you look at it, it's like, it's its own marketing. You want the car, in terms of my marketing, I got a background in marketing. So I got some really dope copy on the actual ad, on the listing. So like when you read it, it's like you already in the car on your test drive. I hired one of my dudes to do the photos. We actually got to do more photos because after that shoot, like 2 hours later, I added more body parts onto the car. But yeah, man, right now that's the only one. It's been active like really for like a month. I already got bookings all the way up until August. Right now I'm playing it low in terms of the pricing just so I could build up my reviews. And then I'm gonna crack them in the head when it comes summer. But right now we chilling, we sitting real light with that. And I'm already looking actually before this call, man. I was like, hey, look, I'm gonna probably pick up a C8 Corvette and a Wrangler. But yeah, my whole style is gonna be luxury, speed, muscle. Like if you in San Diego, like this is where you need to be at.
Your market calls for it, brother. Your market calls for it. I was gonna say you're in San Diego. People in Miami and Florida, and like where it's nicer weather, and people typically travel there. It's a destination. Those call for those type of vehicles, bro. Right?
100%. And that's why I got this. The roof is off 24 hours. When I meet my host, I got to show him how to make the roof go back up. Yeah, you came out here for the sunshine. Let me bring it to you.
Yo, I love it. I love it, man. So in terms of management, for me, I am very hands-on with my business. My wife will tell you, like I say, I'm out here at 9, 10 o'clock. Somebody drop my car off in an hour. I'm out there. I'm looking at it. I'm gonna drive it real quick, make sure the brakes is, make sure everything's okay. And then I'm gonna take it to the car wash. I'm gonna wash it. I'm gonna vacuum it. Because my thing is, and this is my philosophy, until I get to like Telly's space, and actually I think Telly might still be managing his own, but until I get to like 30 cars or something, I have the willpower to handle it myself as of right now. It hasn't been, like Paul said, it's like 75% passive. I get the car, I clean it. It takes maybe 30 minutes to an hour, put it back on where I park them at, and that thing ready to go. Get my photos and I'm good. So, there's no reason. Plus I got the contactless pickup like Karan had asked. I prefer to do contactless because I wouldn't mind doing in person, but my schedule during the day doesn't allow for it because I work a full-time job with my husband and the father. So, I got them lock boxes on deck. I put them on the window. Once I verify exactly who it is picking up the vehicle and I get my pictures right, I give them that lockbox code. You know what I mean? And it's so simple. You can literally make money in your sleep. Literally, you know what I mean? I love Turo. I told Paul
I got that.
I said, yo, Paul, I said I got $200 sitting in my email from Turo I didn't even know about. Oh my God.
Right.
Yeah, but that's a different model. So like I'm in the same boat. You know what I mean? Like y'all probably hear my family in the background. Like I got the full-time job, but like for me, I want to make this passive. So that's why I did ask that question. Like I don't mind getting up and get in the car, picking it up, shaking hands, washing it. But really, I don't know how we talking on here, but F that. Like I'm gonna run it like a business. You know what I mean? Like I could be doing other things with my time. So that's why I asked that question. Like right now, I don't mind doing it, but I'm already thinking down the road because I scale fast and I execute. So I need to know how other people are putting these things in a position if they are in that spot. You feel me? Does that make sense?
Absolutely, 1,000%. And I've talking to, there's no right or wrong answer. It depends on what you want, right? And it sounds like you want this to be a business. And, just like a lot of people on this call, we want it to be a business. And, that involves outsourcing and delegating and all of that. And I respect that. I love it. I mean, I would enjoy having, making sure someone else goes and wash the car and do that. Hey, Paul, I think you wanted to jump in, bro. What you got to say about that, man?
I'm with him, man. I needed more passive. I want to do less work, So when I can afford it and scale up, I got 8 cars on there now. If I get to 12, 13, man, I might have to hire somebody because I'm a full-time nurse, man. I can't be out there cleaning these cars and because they come back any time of night. They can come back 11:30 at night. That same car can get booked for 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm on my way to work. I can't do it. So I'm gonna have to start delegating soon. But I've been handling it, for the last 6, 7 months. So I'm cool.
So Tiara had wanted to know, how do we protect ourselves legally? What insurances are out there that support Turo and you? Paul, you got stories for days, man. And I mean, if anybody else wants to jump in, just drop a comment first so that we're not talking over each other. But Paul, I know you got stories for days about insurance claims and all that and what happened.
See, when your car is rented out, it's covered under the Turo's policy. It's covered 100%. I mean, you pick the different plans, but they're covered. And I done had cars totaled. I done had cars stolen. I done had cars hit, damaged, all, I got a car in the shop right now, but it's covered. The only time your personal insurance is kicks in is when you're driving, when it's off the platform, when a family member is driving it. When it's off, all my cars are on the platform. I don't drive any of them for personal use. I have my own personal vehicle. So you're covered.
And let me dive in, Paul. Let me dive in. You're covered as long as you do everything the correct way.
True indeed. So if you took them proper pictures, you checked in the person properly, you did all those things right, which is real simple and easy. You're covered, Turo, they vet the people. They vet all the guests. That everybody's licensed and doesn't have DUIs and things like that. So they're vetted. So it's just up to you to make sure that you get them in the ride the right way, and then you're covered from there. There's different plans you can pick for Turo. I'm on the 75 plan, whereas though whatever I make, I get 75% of that. Turo makes the 25%, but that's a part of my insurance plan. So if I get a damaged vehicle, I have a $250 deductible. I had a car that was in the shop. It was $15,000 in damages. I only paid I only had to pay $250, but the car was covered. I didn't have to report to my insurance company or anything, So and Turo they pay right out because why? I did the right thing from the beginning, So I mean, it's up to you how you want to cover your vehicles, but you have to have personal insurance on your vehicles, whether it's liability, if it's paid off, or if it has car note, or you owe money to the bank, of course, full coverage. But but it's covered under Turo.
Yo, if I can add on to that, like first with Telly and Ty and Paul said is dead ass, but make sure you get all of your photos. Make sure, like I roll out with it's 80 minimum of every angle and anything, because when it comes to you putting a claim in, it's your word against theirs, and your pictures is going to be more evident than you could ever talk about. On top of that, like, look at the guidelines. You don't gotta put, you cannot do this X, Y, and Z on your description. It might deter people. But if you look at my guidelines, they 100. Like I'm telling people, this is what you can do and this is what you can't do in a vehicle. So by them booking my ride, I'm automatically protected because they agreed to it. So that's just more evidence for you to be able to protect yourself in that situation.
I like that.
Me and my wife, we put 139 pictures.
Period. Okay, so I'm hearing a lot of pictures. Good, because I didn't know like if it was like I just heard like, especially in the group, you hear so many stories. Like I think one girl had like a total loss, and she was like, well, your car was wobbly. Like, how do you protect yourself when somebody's trying to sue against you?
First of all, I document everything. When my cars are inspected as they're supposed to be, they give you, I mean, a printout of everything tested. You keep that on file because that's liability. You're able to cover yourself. Like my car was inspected. I had all of this taken care of. You know what I mean? This is me covering myself. That's one way. Another way, you know, getting all the pictures so that they can see, okay, the wheel, it doesn't look like the wheels are flat. The tires ain't bald or anything like that. So those are some other ways to protect yourself. If people want to sue you, they're going to sue you regardless. I could sue you for getting on this Zoom call. That don't make a difference. But as long as you're doing everything you're supposed to do to protect yourself and you're you know, in tune with the guidelines, you're fine. At the end of the day, you know, Turo could send out their adjuster and also look at the vehicle. You know what I mean? Or send it to a mechanic and look at the vehicle, and they can determine what exactly the issue may have been. You know, rather it was reckless driving, were they braking severely, were they driving 110 miles per hour? And because people do that. People do that. Not everyone's going to treat the car like it's theirs, because it's not. At the end of the day, it's your vehicle. You're going to treat it the best. When you're renting to someone else, they don't, I mean, you know, a lot of people, they're good people, and you know, I've had one issue so far, but not everyone's good people. They're not going to treat it like it's theirs.
And so just to confirm, I do need like liability insurance plus Turos, or does Turos just suffice? I don't need anything additional.
You need to get your own personal insurance on your vehicle. You absolutely do. Because if that vehicle was sitting and no one has it rented, and Joe Schmo is dumb and drives right into your car, how is it going to be covered? Turo's not going to cover a car that's not rented.
That makes sense.
On top of that, like, I'm pretty sure it's contingent on your state, but you're required to have insurance if you have a vehicle. And if you don't have insurance, a lot of times they'll just notify DMV and now your registration is invalid.
That makes sense. You're right. Thank you.
So I'm looking at questions. Oh, Tara, you're in Dallas. Now I hear your voice.
Oh, Lord. Let me put me on mute.
Contactless delivery. Someone asked how many lock boxes do we have? For me personally, I have one per vehicle plus one extra, just in case one is misplaced, lost, or whatever the case may be. Lock boxes is really not a big deal. You can always just go pick one up from, you know, Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart, Amazon. And if you can't find one that's for the window, I recommend improvising, like we talked about earlier before. I used an L shape. I wish I had it. I should have brought it. I have an L shape, like piece of metal with holes in it. The L part goes onto the window, and the lockbox clips right into the hole. And it works. It works just like the normal one, you know, and it's fine. So just make sure your window's rolled up so no one can just snatch it out, and that no rain or whatever will get in there. Let me see. I want to hear something from who was it? Oh man, I think they jumped in and jumped off. That's okay. That's okay. Mama Sil, what you think so far, man? You getting a lot of good information on here or what?
It's sounding good. I'm telling you, I'm you know, I'm always about making the extra money. And James had just called me, and I was telling him I got to go. I'm trying to get information over here about these cars in Turo. So it all sounds good to me. I'm going to look more into it.
You know, one thing I want to touch base on, because I feel like, you know, a lot of people on here, they, you know, they got that big money, you know, they buying cash and all that, you know what I mean? Me personally, I didn't spend cash. I didn't put money down, no money out of my pocket, you know, thanks to Paul. He gave me a lot of game on that side, you know, and if you guys, you know, want that information, we could definitely provide that for you. And, you know, we could do some one-on-one coaching as well. But pretty much, you know, I was able to be a part of multiple banking institutions and credit unions where I was able to get an auto draft. And for those of us who don't know what an auto draft is, essentially it's a loan that the bank will give you to purchase a vehicle in the form of a check. So you take that check that you're approved for to the dealership. My biggest advice that I learned from Uncle Paul was don't let these dealers run your credit. When you go there, don't go to Chevy and have them, run you through 20 different banks, 40 different banks, because it's just not good. So what I would recommend is going to your institution and asking for an auto draft. Because for one, that's actually going to lock you in for a rate so that you know what your interest rate is. And two, they'll qualify you for up to a certain amount. So for example, I was qualified for around $45,000 in a 2-week span from multiple institutions. And essentially, I was able to take each of those $15,000 checks to the dealer and say, hey, I want this car and I want that car. And they couldn't bullcrap me on the price. They couldn't try to sell me up. They couldn't do nothing because I said, this is what I'm coming here with. This is what I want. These are the terms and conditions, and that's it. So it gives you more negotiating power. You can do it business or personal, it doesn't matter. They will give you money if you got good business credit. All right. And Paul will tell you, if you got that Dun and Bradstreet number and that paydex scores popping, they'll give you the house, they'll give you the dealership. You know what I mean? So, I would just say, what you can afford, your budget. Don't try to stay below your means if you can. Well, for me personally, I wanted to buy cars, like I said, that weren't too expensive, that if I had a bad month, because I just started in November. I got 3 cars on the platform and all-star hosts under 2 months, but I wanted to be able to cover that car note in case something happened or I had a slow month or something. Now it's popping. I'm ready to go get 4 more cars, 5 more, 6 more. I don't know, Paul. How many cars should we get, man? My wife got off. I wish she still was on here so I could justify me buying some more cars. It's just, what you gotta say about that, huh?
You get as many as you can handle, man. That's all I'm saying, man. You got a big workload, man. So you gotta be able to manage that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like my man, what's his name? Alex, the Spanish guy. He got 25 or 19 active.
Telly. That's Telly.
Telly? Yeah. He got how many active?
16 active, 25 in total.
Listen,
Woo!
he be running his girlfriend, wife ragged because it's just, it gets busy, man. It gets busy, especially when that spring and summer about to hit, man. It's really gonna get busy, and if you scaled up like that, you got to be ready, man. You just got to be ready because they be popping. If you want to make the money, it's there, big time.
I wish I can have something like that in 2015. It will avoid me a lot of problems. I learned in my way to to the success. Nobody teach me. I don't have mentors. We don't have a Facebook group. I find you. So I learned from a lot of mistakes. Actually, my biggest mistake was hire car. You are a senior in this team. Don't go to hire car.
No, they're not good, man. Listen, I think they're getting better. I heard, but I don't use them. I use Turo. But hire car are strictly for the Ubers, the Uber Eats, and the DoorDash and all those. So they're gonna beat your car down. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna beat it down. So, I heard about those.
That's amazing. Yo, Edward said he started in October, man. Shout out to you. How many cars you got on the platform, brother?
Hey, how y'all doing? I've been listening to everything y'all been saying. I started in October, and I started because my daughter had rented a car from Turo. And I said, what? I looked at it. I said, I'm going to jump in. I had a CT6 Cadillac 2020. I started with that. Second week, it went out. I said, I made $300. My car payment $700. I said, whoa, that's easy. So, and I listened to what everybody said. I jumped into Facebook groups, the Turo Facebook groups, and I seen the lock boxes and stuff, but I was already a little advanced having a Cadillac. We had the app. So I said, you know what? I can't do the lock boxes because I tried to buy some and they're hard to buy. So I said, you know what? Let's use the we had a Toyota Highlander. I used that Toyota Highlander. It was my wife's. and it started going crazy too. It was a 19. But what I did was, and I'll tell anybody that just starts, because it's hard to get lock boxes, and it's cool the way you guys did it. My way is a little different than everybody. I'm from New York, and I moved to North Carolina. That's where I'm at now. We always had a little trick where we would put our keys in the gas tank and lock it and leave the door open, unlocked. And we started doing that at the airport. People aren't gonna mess with it if you hide the ticket. And I would tell customers where the ticket is, and then I'll tell them to pop open the gas thing, and the keys are in there, and go ahead and take the car. Started working good. Anyway, forward now, I got 10 cars. And what I did was I went to the dealership and got all cars with apps on it. So every car I got an app on it now.
10 cars in 4 months. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we got all apps on our cars, so we just use apps now. Except for the 19, except for that 19 Highlander, I still got that, and we got a Corolla, that can't have an app on it because it's a cheaper car. But I got a cheaper car to use because I said that, I kept saying oh, get a small car, because they'll go quick. But for me, what's working for us is all our SUVs. And my last car, which is my hottest car right now, and it goes out every weekend, is my BMW X3, the M40, 2021. It's out every weekend. But it's working for us. I'm a power host now. I passed that all-star host real quick and went to power host off of this. And I really like it. And when I seen you was doing this, I wanted to get on here and tell anybody, if you're gonna get in, either go all in or don't do it. You might as well go in. If you go in, go in. And me and my wife looked at each other and we went in. And it does take a lot of time sometimes. But we've learned with the app how to leave the car a day or two at the airport, because we do a lot of airport drop-offs. And what I've done is, and I'll even give everybody my trick, I won't charge delivery fees, because what I say is, you just pay for parking. And it's a gimmick that works for me because it's free delivery, that it shows the badge, and they pay for parking, so it doesn't take nothing out of my pocket, and then I still win on the rentals. So it works for me.
I know
Usually
you
everybody
seen
does
that collaboration. Turo partnered up with Delta.
Yeah, really good, really good. I'm really excited. I'm glad to see other people that are doing good on it. And we just got to keep doing what we're doing. All I could say is just whatever y'all do, just please make sure you're trying to be good hosts, and keep it going good so that the app stays going. Because I got 10 cars now that I'm paying for. So yeah.
So
thanks a lot though, and I appreciate this.
thank you. So before you go, a couple people asked, what are the benefits of becoming a power host, and how do you become a power host? What does that involve?
Well, I guess, with me, I know I make over $8,000 a month, so I know that money's involved. We got a lot of trips, and we got all 5-star reviews. I haven't got one bad review yet, which is really good. I've learned to really quick. A lot of times, you have incidentals. I don't charge for incidentals until I get a review. I wait till I put my review through. I wait for them to I message them and let them, hey, I just sent you something. Please send a review through. Then after they send their review through, I just went through it right now. While you guys are talking, I just went through it right now. He sent his review. I read his review, and then I sent him his bill for $167 for over mileage. I never charge the incidental until I get the review. Now, if I see it going too far, then I go ahead and charge the incidental. Forget it. But usually, I get my review first because the way I asked them for the review. We also have a few other things we do. Just so you know, I'm really in the business. So what I've done is everybody that rents a vehicle from me, we have bought some paper bags off of Amazon, a gift bag. They cost like 30 cents. We got like 100 of them. And I take a bottle of water. I put 2 mints in there. We went to the dollar store and got some hand sanitizer, and I bought some Amazon stickers that say thank you for supporting my business. And I put that in every car. That changes the game for us.
Oh man, you
People
the man.
love it.
You are the man.
And all it costs me is about 75 cents to $1 to put that together and put it in the car. Doesn't cost me nothing. And anybody that gets off an airplane, they love it because they was looking at $3 waters. They're tired, and it works for us. So that's what we do.
He just dropped the gem, Tyrell.
Yeah.
Major gem. Oh my God.
We put all of those bags together. They're all together. And I could honestly show it to you just sitting here. Let me see. This is the bag, so you can see it. They just sit here, and this is the bag. And if we know it's a family, then we put 2 waters in it. And we got a bag of candy. We just put candy in there, and a little hand sanitizer.
Wow.
That's what I call creating the experience. That's beyond just being a host. That's above and beyond. I love it.
Wait, I do want to tell you this. This is something big that I did that really helped out a lot. I also put into each bag, I put in there this is my Cadillac. I got a card with my QR code on it. And it's ENC is the name of our company. And we put that in each bag with a thank you card, and we write their name on it and say, thank you for renting with us. And people love it. And if you want to look at my reviews, you're more than welcome. I could put my thing up so you can see them. Everybody talks about that.
Drop your link.
I'll drop my link.
Bro. And your
Wow.
IG, if you're on IG or whatever you want.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you one thing.
Real quick. All you guys, while he's talking, below in the chat, drop your IG channels, drop your email, drop your information so we can stay in contact. It's 8:18, it's 20 after 8, and we've been on since 7. So I want to be mindful of everyone's time. We'll probably wrap up right around 8:30 because I know y'all got lives to live. Y'all could have been doing anything, but you guys are here right now. So just drop your information. Let's stay in contact. We're going to be doing more of these. And, we're going to help build each other's business, and we're going to help keep each other accountable. You know what I mean? And if you guys want any one-on-one coaching, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to Paul. We're happy to help you guys. Telly's on here. Edward's on here. Karan's on. I mean, you got guys that's doing it. You know what I mean? Antoine and switched the damn photo. Got the top down. Oh, my God. Man,
hey guys, now that you're talking about this one, let me add something. Yeah, from the group, couple guys always call me and send me message via Facebook and ask me question about it. I am not a guru and I don't sell trainings or nothing like that, but you have questions. The worst things I want to see is you guys failing. So any question is welcome as long as with respect. You can understand my accent or my wife's accent. Hey, we give you free advice. Hey, you can do this. We believe in karma, so we are not going to tell you, hey, plant cigarettes so you can charge the customer $250. No,
don't do that.
We give you the truth and the ugly truth. You are okay with that one? Yeah, you can contact me via this little chat or with a group in Facebook. The worst answer is going to be no, you cannot do that one. But I don't have no problem, man. I like to help people. That's what I learned in the Marine Corps. Mentor people, my privates, my lance corporals, So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I didn't mean to cut you off, brother. I'm gonna let you finish, Edward.
Oh, I'm good. Like I said, It's a great business, and I'm glad you guys did this. And I'll definitely be around. Now for me to a mentor, I can't mentor nobody. I only been doing this since October, and it's just been a good business for me. You know, the way that I've been doing it, I could tell people what I've been doing, but that's not for everybody. You know, but I do appreciate it, and I'll be in here to listen to all the time.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And let me tell you guys something else. If you don't have Clubhouse, you need to get it. And Clubhouse is so powerful. I learned so much from Clubhouse, just talking to people about everything we talked about tonight. You know, the only difference is I can't see your lovely faces. I can only hear you. But Clubhouse is good for when you're in the car. Man, I don't listen to music in the car half the time. I listen to podcasts. I listen to Clubhouse. I interact on Clubhouse. I get business from Clubhouse. People look out for one another. People want to actually invest in you for you, besides Turo. You know what I mean? When people found out I was in real estate, they wanted to send me clients and stuff. Like, you never know who you meet. So get on Clubhouse, follow each other, stay in contact. Yo, Karan, looked like you wanted to say something. Were you just agreeing? All right, good.
Just agreeing. That's all, my man.
I love that touch though, man. Like Edward said, you know, customer service is everything. This is a business. You want to treat your clients with respect. You want to make them feel welcome. You know, they just had a long day. They're tired. They had to catch an Uber to get to your car. They had to catch a train, or they just got off a flight. You know, the last thing they want to do is wait for you, wait for your car, get into a dirty car, not have nothing to drink. You know what I mean? So, you know, those little things will help you go a long way. Before we get out of here in about another 8 minutes or so, I just want to know, does anyone that has not spoken yet have any questions, any concerns, any comments, anything? Anyone that has not spoken before yet? Wayne, Rudy, Sandy, I haven't heard from y'all. Alexandria, I see some chats from you. We answered your questions. Feel free to dive in.
I got a question if you can hear me.
Yep, we can hear you, brother.
Okay, cool. I guess I just wanted to know, like, for the guys who only been in for 2, 3, 4, 5 months, how do you scale so fast? Are you doing it strictly through personal financing? Are you buying the cars cash? Or are you doing it through a business? If so, was the business already established? Like, you know, are you doing it through credit? You know, just stuff like that. How did you scale?
Man, let me tell you something, man. There's a brother on this call. His name is Paul Lopez. That boy will tell you what you need to know.
Well, put me on the spot.
Well, so real quick too, full disclosure, I just got my first car literally yesterday. I got financed through my credit union, went straight to the dealership, handed them the check, walked out within 30 minutes with the car.
Right. That's the game right there. That's the game right there, brother.
Right.
So,
but I only got so much leverage as far as my personal financing, you know, based on income, credit, and stuff like that. So that's why I was wondering, like, how do people scale so fast?
All right, let me give you a quick gem real quick.
Okay.
Now when did you get approved for that bank check?
The 27th.
So damn, a week ago, not even a week, right?
Yeah. I literally, the check came in the mail yesterday. I went to the dealership and picked up the car.
All right, and if I was you, if you want to scale real quick, you know, this is just my opinion only, and since your credit is already ran, go get two different other credit unions or banks and go get 2 more checks real quick within this next week. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because number one, that's if you're trying to scale. I mean, but if you're just trying to chill, okay, but do it now though. It's just like applying for credit cards, right? You know, if you run your credit one time, you might as well go ahead and go apply for 3, 4 different credit cards. You know what I mean? So that's what I would do if you want to scale, but that's just my opinion only.
That's because they have a window. I just want to dive in there a little bit. They have a window of where you can shop around for different rates. You're technically, and I learned this from Paul, you're technically shopping around for rates. So you can actually go to your credit union and then go around the corner to another credit union and do the same thing.
But you better hurry up before that you get that first that check you just bought the car is not on your credit yet.
30
So you
days.
gotta hurry up. I don't know what your credit score look like. I don't know how much money you might be a millionaire. I don't know. But what I would suggest, you try to scale up real quick, go get 3, 4, 5 of them joints real quick. Boom. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
That's what I would do, you know.
That's what I did. Thanks to
Congratulations. Congratulations on your first whip, man.
Hey, but if you do it, you better do it real quick. Go all the way in.
Yeah, you might as well,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, might as well. I'm gonna do this tomorrow, so I appreciate it.
And you're gonna get so excited when you get that second one. I mean, I remember when I first got my first one, I didn't think I would get approved because me and my wife, we just bought a house, and you know, I'm like, oh, I already got my personal car, you know, I got a car note on that, and I was like, I'm not gonna get approved. And my credit union was like, here you go. I was like, oh damn, that was quick. Like, you're approved. Here's $15,000. I said, whoa. Call Paul. I was excited. I said, yo, Paul, guess what? I got that money, boy. He was like,
And what I said, do it again.
Do it
Right
again. Right now. And I never went listen, in my entire life, I never went to so many banks so quick and got so much money in the time period that I did within, I think it was a week. I went from 1 car to 2 cars and then got my 3rd vehicle. I got approved for a 4th vehicle, but the interest on that 4th one, I didn't like it. Plus the car, I didn't think it was worth it to be up that high. You got to know your numbers. You got to know your numbers. What do you want to spend? What can you afford? If you have a bad month, can you cover that note? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely have. I seen the comments. Do we have LLCs? I definitely have a bunch of LLCs. I'm actually in the process of building that business credit now. I'm there. And my main goal is to get all of those vehicles that I purchased in the last year off of my personal credit. My business is going to buy those vehicles, you know, so then I can scale up again. But I want to scale up on my business side. You know, that's the game. You know, get all that off your personal credit. But I ran a play, made a bunch of money, and now I can do that, you know?
That's amazing. That's amazing. What you guys say, Wayne?
Oh no, I was just I was listening to what he was saying. I mean, I didn't even think about you could have your business set up to buy the cars from you personally and have everything under the business name. That just makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you had your business, like you've been working that business and you know what I mean, that credit, you've been banging with that credit. But unless your LLC is like 2-3 years old, you can go get a loan right now from a bank on your business side and just buy all your cars. I mean, it's up to you how you want to do it.
Right.
I say you gotta have 2 years experience with it. All right, cool.
Well, that really depends, though. You know, if you got good personal credit and you got a business and you got a relationship with a bank on your business credit, you just might have the personal guarantee it, but you can go buy a little, you know, G-Wagon or something real quick, tax deductible.
Mm.
All right, bro.
I love it. I love it. Before we all go, we got about another minute or so. I just wanted to bring it back to you guys' attention that this Zoom was sponsored by All the Above Podcasts. They're in partnership with If you guys like Goalie, they got apple cider vinegar pills for people that got heartburn and things of that nature. They got a lot of nutritious, healthy things. You can click on that link, get 10% off. Just wanted to put that back out there. And if you guys got any links that y'all want to drop, feel free to drop them links. Telly, you can laugh all you want to, man. At least I ain't trying to sell you no damn $3,000 course, okay? You got to pay for this information. Oh, man.
Hey, guys, it's been nice talking to you guys. I'll put my phone number in there. If you want to talk to me, ask me question. Me and my wife, we are open. You always want to say something.
Anybody
Anyways,
haven't been able to?
I had to go, but it was nice talking to you guys. I wish I could have time to talking about insurance. Somebody asked for commercial insurance. I have ABI, but I guess we can talk about that one in the next meeting. EU organize something like that again. It wasn't the chat. You look it up. Somebody asked for commercial insurance. I try to reply and help you out. but you know, I have my own experience, and I don't want to be a guru. I hate that word. I hate when people say guru. You know, I just been in Turo for a while, on Airbnb and Carico. But yeah, okay.
All right, Telly, thank you.
I have to pick it up my charger and checking out and do proper checking out too. Remember that. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. We cost you a lot of money.
Don't be lazy. I love it. Thank you, Telly. Thank you. Anybody else before we jump off? Mama Sil, like you got a question?
No, I just want to thank everybody for all the good information. I'm going to look a little further into it. I really appreciate all the information. I'm ready to make some of that money.
You got that big driveway too. You could park like 10 cars on your driveway. I see it.
That's all right. I'm gonna put it somewhere else though. I just want to make the money so I can retire.
Right.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Antoine, you got anything you want to say, my marketing genius?
Nah, man, I'm just glad that I was able to hop on Facebook and catch this session. Like, it's dope. I put my my LinkedIn in there. I actually put my personal email or whatnot, but y'all gotta excuse me. I work in cybersecurity, so I'll be hella like cautious before I put stuff out there. But other than that, man, yo, everybody got some fire information. I learned a lot off of this, so I just appreciate the invite.
I appreciate you, brother. Hey, Karan, I hope that Tesla, man. What color you gonna get? You gonna get another white one, man? What you gonna do?
Nah, I got a black one. So I'm actually this is my first time hearing the whole thing about, hey, if you get one, go ahead and get another one. Like, I've heard, something around that, but I never thought about that. So I might not have time to order another one, but I might be able to go buy a used one. Personally, me, I'm all about, like you said, experiences. But for me, I wanna draw a certain type of people. So I'm with my man, the whole luxury, the luxury feel, whether it's, I'm personally gonna go all Teslas. And then I might get a couple of I like the C7s, so I get a couple of C7s, go that route, get a couple 5.0s, but that's later on down the line. But y'all guys really inspire me, man. I hope you keep in touch and we continue to build off each other and learn, man. I really appreciate it.
That's right. That's right. Thank you guys so much, all of you guys, for joining us tonight. We're gonna end it here. Really, really appreciate this powerful conversation. Just so you guys know, we will do this again soon within like the next week or two. If you're not already in the Turo Facebook group, you should get on there. Did I say Turo Facebook group? I did. Turo Facebook group is Turo Talk is one of them. Then there's another one that says Turo. What's the other one we're in, Karan and Antoine? What's that one? Turo. One's Turo.
You were just Turo host. Can you post the name of those ones you was talking about? Because I've been looking for the group, so I found that one on accident.
So I got Turo host, Turo Unfiltered Talk, Official Unfiltered.
Turo Black.
Facebook and you just type in Turo.
Don't forget about Turo Black.
Yeah. Let me see if I can share that link real quick.
Yo, Edward, man, I went and checked your profile out, bro. You got some nice whips, man. I see why you out there making it back.
Thanks. We trying. Hey, look, just so somebody said, I make sure that we hitting the right customers too. So we going for like the families. That's the biggest thing, I think, where they're gonna take care of your vehicles. So that's what we focus on.
Amazing. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. All right. Well, yeah. Turo Talk, Turo Host. Those are the two Facebook groups. Just type in and it'll come right up for you. And we'll all stay in contact. I'll send out another flyer with the updated date. Once me and Paul get together, we'll decide when we're going to do the next one. But just add us, stay in contact with us. I'm so glad you guys were here. I'm so happy to meet all of you guys. This was amazing. And I hope I didn't take up too much of your time, but this just was, man, whew, this was powerful. Damn, I'm ready to go work, man. I'm ready to go work. That's all it is. I'm ready to go work. So y'all have a blessed night. Take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and we'll see you next time, all right? Peace.
Take care.